Hello. This is a big one. I'm. It's a massive game. It's a massive game. Look at that rating. Got my lucky T-shirt on. Thanks Aldo for the "Come on Harry" T-shirt, and I need to win maybe one, two games to get to 2600. So I'm gonna get back focusing here. Okay. So I've spent a lot of time just wabbling there. Okay. Let's give the line I play quite a lot a go. I'm playing some Russian IM. 25-34, so a strong player. And I just need two wins to get back over 2600, where I once was in the distant past. Distant past? God, I'm really tongue-tied today. Okay, right. So, my opponent's obviously a good player, and this opening I'm playing, I have battled in quite a lot of times, numerous times. I've had this opening where I've given up a pawn, but the black king always finds it a little bit hard to find a safe home. Now, if I take with a pawn, he wants to go c5. And then I have bishop here. Then he has pawn here. I have check, and bishop takes here. Knight takes. It looks very logical as well. But I think I'm gonna try this one here. c5, bishop here. Let's go with my instinct. And I'm only one move away from castling, which is a good thing. And I'm very happy to get that light square bishop, because now I should be able to break with d5. Maybe I just flick this one in first. And given a chance, I will take on a6. And now d5. Trying to open up the middle of the board where my opponent's king is. And this bishop will sit very comfortably on c6 at some stage. So far so good. And also I'm threatening to take on e6 and crack through on this diagonal here, the h5 e8 diagonal. So this all looks okay. I got the a file for my rook. Very happy with this position. If he moves his knight there, that's probably critical. I can just go d6, but I can also take here. But that does allow him to exchange queens. Queen takes here, rook takes, pawn takes here. Now I have a check there, king e7. Should be a fantastic position there. Okay, so he's taken here, and now he wants to play knight takes here, next move. Okay, well it makes sense to open his king up. Let's try to open the position up for my bishops. Of course, if pawn takes, I'll give him a check over here. If knight takes here, I'm just going to keep opening up. And my bishop is also attacking his rook. Come on! Come on, Harry! Come on! Well, Harry hasn't really done much so far in this game, but let's hope he... Well, I've got to finish this one off first. Okay, so I'll take here. And now I have a number of what should be good moves. Maybe just castling. Castling is probably good, but do I really want to swap queens off? No, I don't. I don't think so. So, he's threatening this check here. Not as easy as I had anticipated, unfortunately. I don't really want to... What about bishop here? He's got this check again. Maybe I have to castle and allow the exchange of queens. Okay, I think I have to. Why does that board keep coming up? Okay, so I have to allow the exchange of queens. Hopefully... Oh, he hasn't exchanged queens. Unbelievable decision there. I really... That shocks me. Now, f4. Let's open up the rook on f1. Okay, I mean, it's still messy. Now, where does my queen come? Do I move this one in, or do I sack my queen and try to finish in glory? Glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, God, can I refrain? No, I can't refrain myself. Okay, maybe that was a ridiculous idea, but I'm a ridiculous person. Okay, and I'm hoping that Eddie is going to be the hero this one. I'm going to have to do some other t-shirts. Eddie, here we come. And, wow, this will be nice to finish this game. Could be some style. The idea is just e6. And I worked out if bishop takes here, I take the bishop. I have rook d8 check, rook takes rook, and my f-pawn. Freddy lands. God, I'm getting excited. And he's down on time. This is looking blooming good. Okay, so here, queen takes. I have this check. Or I just have bishop d6 check. Come on, Eddie. Okay, so he's playing some ridiculous looking moves. And keep your calm, son. I could just take here, and I will just take there. Not take there, move there, because... Oh, yes, get it! Oh, there. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. There you go, 2600. If you didn't think it was possible, there you go, it is. Okay, well, I always try to play 2 games, so I did just press rematch, even as I've just popped over the 2600 mark, and all I want to do is party, as WKD would say. Or is that a drink? You know what I mean. There you go, 2600. We're going the right way, and he doesn't actually seem to want to play another game. He's had enough. So I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at that game. Let's have a look at the road to 2600. By the way, this T-shirt was made by Aldo, Battersea Chess Club. Thank you very much. I think we might put some of these in and into the. Let me just get rid of this board. Don't know why I'm looking at this board. I was probably trying to get a game with one of these guys. Unfollow. Yeah, so this one might go in the GingerGM T-shirt shop. You never know. That sounds like a good idea for me. Maybe in black as well, black and white, because I've got about 100 black T-shirts. Okay, well, let's have a look at this game. Let's just do a little analysis of this game, the game that got me over 2600. Now, this opening is lucky T-shirt. I might be wearing this more often. Thanks, mate. Recommended in my Killer D4 DVD, and if you go to gingergm.com, you can download or buy hard copy the DVD. This is a 2-parter, part 1 and 2. It's everything you need to know in order to play D4. And the line in the DVD is exactly what I got in here, so it was good enough to win this game. It should be good enough to give you guys some interesting games. And it also helps support this channel by buying our products. I mean, donations are great, but you know, you can also buy a DVD so you get something in return. So here, if you watched on my previous videos, after G5, in a game in Vienna, I took on G5, the so-called Botvinnik variation. But my main weapon here is Bishop G3, and now this Knight D2 move. Now, the idea of this move is to bring that one here and into, eventually, one of these squares. Because one of those squares I've highlighted there are very weak. Yeah, I mean, look at them. They're juicy. If I can put a knight there and it can't be taken, it will create disaster in the black camp. So it's an interesting pawn sack line. The other reason I like this pawn sack line, as I was saying in the video, is look at the black king. Where is the black king going to go? Where's it going to go? Where are you going to go, son? If it goes this way, well, hello, Gary has opened you up. And then it'll be time for, come on, Harry. And if it goes the other way, well, then I'm going to open you up with this one because Barry's opened you up. Come on, Harry. So Bishop B7 played, and this is all right. Finishing development, I do the same. Can't do much until you get your development out. A4 is a typical move because this gets ready to open lines up on that area of the board. Now A6, castle. Well, I went Knight E4. That seems fair enough. Now the move I cover mainly in the DVD, Killer D4, is Queen B6 here. This is the move I give as the main line for black, where black tries to castle. But go and buy the DVD if you want more of that. Don't be a cheapskate. Buy it. You know you want to. Do it. Instead, my opponent took on C3, clearly with the intention of going C5. Now, I want to play pawn takes, I think, in this position because it leaves my knight here and it consolidates my D4 pawn, gives me a better pawn structure. So the only move I had to work out in advance was this C5 move, clearly my opponent's idea. But after Bishop F3, I saw that this should be all right, because if he goes G4, well, I go Knight D6 check and Bishop takes B7. And as we're going to see in the game, if I can swap off his one active piece, his light square bishop, I have tremendous compensation. So my opponent took on E4. His rook's attacked. He moved the rook. I might as well open up another line, so I might as well open up the A file. It could give me potential to swing this one in. In actual fact, look at this position again. Maybe here I could have gone rook to A7 immediately. Maybe that was a very winning move with Bishop C6 as a big threat. Maybe that won on the spot because rook A7, Queen B6, I have rook takes D7. We'll come back to that tactic later. D5 looks so juicy. Just, you know, you've got bishops, you want to open up files for your bishops, and I want to take away the protection of the black king. So my opponent took on E5, I took on F7, And here, well, I was amazed he did not take this one. This must be his one time to do, you know, I mean, why not take the queen off the board? I mean, his king is in danger, swap queens. Maybe I even take with a rook on f1, because then if you can follow this in your heads, queen takes queen, this rook takes the queen, king takes f7, and then you can see why the open a file is good. Rook a7 check, try to follow, and if the king moves away, rook takes g7, and if the king takes on g7, bishop takes e5 check, bishop takes b8. I'm a piece up at the end. Hopefully you followed that. If you didn't, well, keep trying, lads, keep trying. So queen c7, and now f4 just seemed very natural because I want to open up the position. And what better way to get to 2600 than with a bit of vala vala vum, whatever they say in France. What do they say in France? What do they say? I don't know. Baguettes. And pawn takes e5, and this seems to be very strong because Freddie has done a fantastic job. That boy is a war hero. That boy is going to get the Medal of Honor, and I'm going to be awarding it to him. And really, I think black is lost here because e6 is a massive threat. And as I said in the game, if black takes on e5, I simply take off, queen takes, my rook comes to d8 with check. So try to follow this in your head. Bishop takes pawn, bishop takes queen takes, check with the rook. His king can't take my f-pawn because that one there is helping it. King g7, rook takes f8, and after king takes f8, Freddie becomes Fredolina. And he goes and celebrates in a very flamboyant style. So queen b6, and now e6. Easily winning, major threat, bishop d6 check. And the only way to stop that is by my opponent giving up this one, but clearly his position is collapsible here because Freddie is just such a guy. And after here, bishop e5, and well, my threat is to take on h8, and then go bishop g7 check and f8 plank. Oh yeah. So if we go back, maybe I missed a better opportunity. Let's just have a look at that. When I played d5, which is, of course, an incredibly strong move, I could here either go bishop c6, but I think rook a7. Looking at this again, it's so easy when you're analysing and not playing, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, who say, why did you miss this move? Why did you miss that? Because it's bloody easier when you're watching. The idea here is simply to go bishop c6. So if he goes like bishop e7 or bishop g7, bishop c6 wins everything. I'm going to take this piece. I'll be a piece up. That should be good enough for me. Now, what else can he do? Well, if queen here, I just spotted I have this lovely tactic. Rook takes d7. Thank you very much. King takes, and now a lovely little move. Pawn takes pawn. Check. Munchy, munchy, queenie, queenie. So the only move he might be able to play here is queen c8. Defending the c6 square. There's no other way, really. Bishop, maybe rook there, but this has probably helped me gigantically. Is that a word? I don't know. I guess so. I can go d5 again, and I can try to whip it off. I mean, the pawns, nothing else. Don't get excited. On e6, and that should be game over. And this is an improved version of the game, so there we go. But you know what? I've gone a bit mental, haven't I? Okay, well, thanks for watching. If that doesn't deserve a like, then bugger off. And well, I don't mind. You can dislike it if you want. Who cares? You know, it's a bit of fun, and I enjoyed myself there. And that's what it should all be about: enjoying yourself, playing some fun chess, and going for your opponent's king. And that's the way this channel rolls. We don't mess about. We go for the king, because checkmate, my friends, is the end of the game.